Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. Hope you guys have been enjoying the content on the channel as of late. Excuse me if you hear noises outside, kids being kids, so just excuse if you hear some noises in the background. Also, sorry if my mic just might have made some noise right there, just moving the cords around. I'm going to record this in anticipation for, having to put this in for a different video because I may or may not be checking out a movie or going out to see a film. So, in preparation of maybe not seeing that film, I'm going to put this video out instead, which I might do because this is more interesting to me than anything. And that is involving the strike once again, because what else are we going to talk about? We have other things we can talk about, but you got what I'm saying, where it's like it's in the general, film news landscape and all that stuff. It's just, it's just been about the strike and about more of the nonsense coming out of the unions and stuff like that. I'm honestly surprised that we're still, we're still at it. Like I actually thought by the end of the summer we would probably have some kind of resolution to all this, but I've said in past videos that it probably is going to be it's going to be like a temporary solution, because all it takes is one narcissist to get all this shit back to where it's at right now. But that apparently, no, we're still at this, and we're rolling now into the fall season, and I actually can look at my timeline because I posted a video the day that SAG went on strike. Because the WGA, they've been on strike for a long time. So let me look back when SAG went on strike, because I have the video of when they went on strike. That was in July, guys. July 13th. And now we're on recording this video. It's September 16th. And we're rolling into the fall season, plus you consider the WGA. So it has been going on for a long time now, and it's like they're not letting down, because the WGA is they're ultimately the ones that are prolonging the strike, because they're delaying meetings and rejecting offers from the AMPTP, saying that they're not coming to their standards or whatever like that. It's just like, just again, there's greed and stuff like that. But what I really want to talk about is an incident that happened with Drew Barrymore. Some of you guys who are kind of keeping up with all the strike news would probably know about this. So, because I don't know what the hell is going on with, I don't give a shit about talk shows and stuff like that. I don't give a fuck. That's just, they're all shills, and I don't care about watching shills, having a platform. So, but Drew Barrymore, she has her own little show, and she was, I guess, coming back to do the show, coming off a leave or something like that. I have no idea what. It's, bullshit. But she was coming back to do the show, and I guess the WGA took issues with that, because all these talk shows are coming back without those writers, which that's their prerogative. I mean, it's their show, and if the company wants to move forward with the show, that's their choice. That's not the writer's choice. That's their choice. You know what I'm saying? So, and she got a lot of backlash for it, and apparently, she went online, she posted an apology video, and she got all upset. She deleted the video, and she was being heckled by just all these morons that are in the strike right now. So, to me, what I want to illustrate with this, because, I'm pretty sure Drew Barrymore, she's represented by SAG and stuff like that, and, I'm pretty sure she's also a writer herself, I think. I'm going to actually look that up right now. I'm going to look it up right now. Drew Barrymore. I'm going to laugh if it says that she's actually a writer. Let's see. Drew Barrymore is an American actress, producer, talk show host, and author. Okay, so she's an actress. And she's also a producer. So, and people were not shitting on her beforehand, probably because she said things, blah, blah, blah. It's like people are all against the producers, essentially. They're against the Producers Guild specifically. And it's like, you guys know that actors partake in that, They know because I've explained ad nauseum. Actors do not make a lot of money. So they either A, invest into a production company, or they just make it known that they want to be producers, and they just become producers on particular projects, and they get money from that. Or option 3, they just sign up for like back end deals and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So, so acting on its own, is not sustainable. And the same thing for writers. But these unions don't want to get there through their heads. They just want to be greedy. So, but the reason I bring this whole thing up with Drew Barrymore, though, is that this is a demonstration of the lack of unity that is within the unions. Because they claim to be on the same page. They claim to be, like, for each other. They're going to support each other and all that. But yet, Drew Barrymore, who is, she's trying to do her own thing. She's just, basically trying to make money, which is, that's just the business. She tries to do her own thing, and then all of you guys want to squash that because, oh, well, you're not going to let 3 or 4 people, like 3 or 4 people take issue with her decision. It's just like, fuck off. Like, It's like your personal agenda does not dictate what she does. You don't get to dictate what these companies get to do. If they want to produce a show, they produce a show. You know what I'm saying? So you don't get to dictate those sort of things. So, and it's like, again, as I said, Drew Barrymore is probably represented through SAG, so it's just like, why aren't you supporting her? I mean, if she's part of the whole union, it's like, aren't we all together and stuff like that? I guess not. And this extends, further than that. I've been hearing from, just in general with the unions, they've been getting into, disagreements and stuff like that. And, it's predictable. I mentioned this and I did a video about it, regards to, how the whole unity concept is actually going to blow up in their face. And, it's ridiculous, and, I've beaten the dead horse many, many times. So it's like, I'm not saying anything new when I say that the strike is just nonsensical. And, it's just, ego driven, completely narcissistic. And it's going to eventually meet its end inevitably with these unions getting what they want, and then it's going to start up all over again sometime down the road because these kinds of people are never let down. They're going to be greedy and they're going to want more. They're going to be happy for now once you give them whatever they are asking for now. But if they want more in the future or anything like that, then it's going to start up all this shit all over again. And these contracts and these agreements, which, by the way, I've taken a peek at, they're actually decent, offers being put on the table. And, the unions are just like, oh, no, we want more. Because make no mistake about it, the AMPTP is not the ones creating the issues. They're the ones putting up the offers, and the unions are the ones saying that, oh, no, we want more. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's not how this works, okay? Actors and writers come to get paid. The producers and the people, like, you know what I'm saying? That's like they are the ones with the money. That's the job that they have. That's the privilege of being in that position. You know what I'm saying? So, because the fact is that actors and writers are disposable. We've said this before. Actors and writers are disposable. The producers are not, okay? The producers have a certain power, and they are able to, hold on to their positions. The actors and writers, they come to the producers to gain positions, okay? So therefore, the producers have, further, extension of power, over certain individuals and within the production as a whole, because they're the ones putting the money up, and they're also get their hands in certain conversations. The actors and the writers, you guys are just there to literally do your jobs, act and write. That's it, You're not in any other conversations, you know? Unless, of course, you want to do like back end deals and stuff like that. You're not involved in anything else. Okay? So, I think people just need to be brought down a peg when it comes to this strike, because like you're not that valuable. Okay? You're not. You're just not that valuable. When you compare yourself to a producer and all these other people, you're not. And also, is it any shock that we've not heard any of these big celebrities like Brad Pitt or anything like that not say anything? Or remember a while ago when all those celebrities just poured a bunch of money into the strike, like those A-listers like Leonardo DiCaprio and shit like that. Anybody who can see through that knows why they did that. It's because they don't want those questions asked, because they themselves are smart enough to realize, like, look, I have my own production company, and I know why it is I made that production company in the first place. It's because I can't make money with this one individual thing. I have to branch out. That's how you sustain a career in this sort of business. You have to branch out. You have to be able to do more than just the one career. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it is in the entertainment business. That's how it is. Okay? Unless you are a producer solely first, like that is your priority, like you know about finance and all that other stuff, and then you are in the Hollywood system, yeah, there's more security in there versus being a talent, of an actor and a writer. You need to have more things on the table in order to have a living, okay? And to be able to make your career more understanding, because this doesn't pay the bills. I mean, that's just the honest truth of it. We've been hearing about people who are getting, scared of not being able to pay their bills and stuff like that, and that's their fault. That's not that's not the AMPTP's fault. That is your fault, because you're acting greedy and you're deciding to stay off work and all that sort of shit. Or the unfortunate thing that I've seen sometimes is that people who are not for the strike, and they, they're in the same position as these guys, where they're just like, what the fuck? Like, I was getting paid reasonably and all that, and now I have to stay home because then I might get penalized if I start going to work, you know what I mean? Or if I get these interim agreements, which basically means that I'm just agreeing with the union. I'm just, like, it's all, leading back to the same point about narcissism and ego. It's just people demanding more money. They're acting greedy. They just want their checks. They want what they think they're owed, not by the system and not by, by reality. They want what they want. Okay. And that's not being fair. That's not being fair. I mean, someone's mentioned it in one of my videos in the comment section. Imagine about all the other parties, about the other, lower end people on productions. What about the crew members? What about those guys? Do those guys not deserve a higher raise or anything like that? It's like, it's just specifically to the writers and the actors. I mean, it's greed. That's all it is. It's just greed, guys. And there's no unity within all of this. There isn't. I mean, go watch my last video, and you'll maybe, that might, help my point, but, because I forget exactly what happened in the last video, but I know that I mentioned something about the whole unity kind of depleting, but, or not being as, not being the way people claim it to be, so, but yeah, guys, yeah, I think it sucks how Drew Barrymore was treated. I mean, that's kind of shitty. But it's an illustration of what I've been talking about, which is the lack of unity, and ultimately just the morons that are in the strike, So, yeah. So, I mean, we'll see where this goes, guys. I mean, it might be even longer at this point. I mean, who knows? I think really it's just the unions. They just got to get a grip. It's like, just quit making these bullshit demands and just take what you're realistically owed. Stop asking for amounts that you haven't earned or anything like that. if it's in the contract, whatever your contract says is what you're owed. Plain and simple. Bottom line. That's it. Okay? Whatever the unions have agreed on with the AMPTP in the past or whatever like that, that's all you get. You don't get more, okay? So yeah. So those are my thoughts once again on the strike. I think it's just insane just how, how long the strike's been going now, and, how long it's probably going to keep going, and how it's been affecting things too. Like we've been seeing delays from films, like Dune 2 is now being pushed to next year and stuff like that. Like, it's they're not letting down, and it's like, yeah, it's kind of crazy, but in some respects also, expecting, I mean, it's narcissism. They cannot be wrong. So I don't know why I expect them to also suffice. They're going to keep at this until they get their way. And the sad truth is that they will, because that's just how this all works. So, but yeah, I mean, those are my thoughts. You guys let me know your thoughts on the strike. And if there's any other news bits about the strike you guys would like to tell me, just let me know. Or if anybody just, is involved in Hollywood and like any unions or anything like that, let me know your experiences, with this, or if you just have been involved in any productions lately, just, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And that's going to be it for me, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. And until then, guys, I'll catch you guys in the next video.